and welcome to the French GP Last to Question Mark Challenge here with Charles Leclerc. It's my first time trying one of these as we head to the formation lap, but my original pick to win the French GP was Charles Leclerc. It looked like he was on track to do so, and then obviously had that crash pretty early on while leading, so my pick wasn't right, but I still feel like he probably should have won that, and this is coming from a Verstappen fan, so yeah, but let's see how well we do here in our first ever Last Question Mark Challenge. Here we are now getting set to pull onto the grid, here with Charles Leclerc, starting P20, sorry, just trying to get some heat in the rear tires, just really lighting them up coming to the grid. And let's see what the position is going to be. A little turn, it's going to be green. But we're going to be pointed to the middle of the grid. 5 red lights are out and away we go for this French GP Last to Question Mark Challenge. You see 13 laps, it's a 25% race. We're going to be very aggressive here on the white line, but we're going to have to back out into turn 1. Sending it, though, around the outside of these guys. It's going to be really easy to move through the pack, especially on the first lap. Especially while we're in the back, just trying to see where any gaps are. As they're 2x2 up ahead, we're going to send it around the outside of Mick Schumacher, down the inside of Gasly and Magnussen, and because of that, we're already in the points as we're down the inside of Lando Norris into P9 here in the French GP on lap 1. Do we have anything for Fernando Alonso either coming to the end of the straight? No, we're not close enough. But Lando Norris, he's looking for a move down or inside into the chicane. He's not going to be able to make it stick, though. We're going to hold on to the 9th position here on lap. Here we are, though, on lap 2. As you see up ahead, Alonso looking around the outside of Valtteri Bottas. He's going to make the move stick on the Alpha. And we're going to get a good exit, but not good enough. Or is it? It is going to be good enough. We're looking to the outside of Valtteri Bottas. We're going around the outside of the Alfa Romeo. Can we make the move stick? Yes, we can. He backed out of it. Up into P8 now. We're going to immediately set our sights on Fernando Alonso as we make the move for P7. Next up will be the Frenchman Esteban Ocon. Here we are on lap 4, right behind the Alpine of Ocon, looking around the outside into the penultimate corner, around the outside, which changes to the inside for the final corner, and we're going to make the move stick on the Alpine. Next up will be Lewis Hamilton for the 5th spot. We are making up good time here. We're now on lap 5. We're in the pit window, but we're going to actually stretch, I decided to stretch the window all the way to lap 7, just to try and get an advantage while everyone's on cold tires. Here we are, though, about halfway through lap number 5. We're looking down the inside of Hamilton. Not going to be able to get there, but now, for the next corner, we're down the inside of the Mercedes. Going to squeeze him out, and we're going to be up into the 5th spot now, behind our teammate Carlos Sainz. But the pit window is open. We're going to start seeing people coming to the pit lane here. Will any of the leaders come down? Yes. The leader comes down. So does the Mercedes in 2nd. That'll release Perez to the lead here. Sainz into 2nd. Puts us into 3rd. Here we are on lap number 6. You see most of the other leaders coming in. Perez, Sainz, Hamilton. Ocon also comes in. So that's going to release us to the lead. We're going to be pitting this lap then. Here on lap 7. As you see in the leaderboard, Verstappen will come out in 2nd behind us. So it's going to be interesting to see if going longer will help us here. In the end, we'll have fresher tires at the end of this race. Here we are coming into the pits, getting a warning for running wide. Down to the pit limiter. This is a very odd, tight pit road. Let's see if we get a good turn in, though. And it is going to be an optimal turn in here. Let's see the stop. It's going to be a 2.3 second stop. A great stop from the guys at Ferrari. Let's see where this puts us, though. Verstappen is going to go by, but does Perez go by? It looks like he will, as well as George Russell. And it looks like Carlos Sainz will probably get by us. He does. Do we come out ahead of Lewis Hamilton? Yes, we do. Way ahead of the Mercedes driver. As now the goal is going to be to run down the 3 ahead of us and then try and chase down Max Verstappen for the Grand Prix win. Here we are on lap 9. We have closed the gap to our teammate here, exiting the chicane. Do we have a shot to make a move on him here through the fast right-hander? We're close, but not quite close enough. We're going to have to make the same move we made on Hamilton, but we're not close enough to do that. So instead, I back out early and send in a later move, and we're going to take over the 4th spot. Next up would be George Russell and Sergio Perez. The two fought in real life for the win, or for the 3rd spot of this Grand Prix. So it'll be interesting to see how this ends up. Here we are though on lap 10. We're looking for a 3-wide move on these two for second. We're down the inside and we're going to make it stick on Russell and Perez. And that'll release us to try and chase down Max Verstappen, who's 4 seconds ahead. We get around Russell. We get around Perez. What a move. I just took everything in. And let's take a look. So we're going to go back to the entrance of the hairpin here. Just taking a look at this. You saw contact between Perez and Russell. And that allowed me to get a good exit. I used my overtake just to try and sneak a wing in underneath Russell. And you see entering the corner, we do just that. And that's going to force both of them to back out. I wasn't going to back out at all. We end up in P2. We're here on lap 12. You see the gap has come down 2 seconds, but we are not at a rate to catch Max Verstappen here. But we're going to push to see if we can catch the Red Bull. If anything does happen to him, we're going to be very aggressive through the corners, though. We see running wide. No warning, though, so far. So here we are on the final lap of the Grand Prix, heading through the chicane for the final time. We're going to cut the corner a bit. Run will get wide. You see, we do pick up a time penalty, but it doesn't matter. We are 5 seconds ahead of George Russell and 2 seconds behind Max Verstappen. So I believe it's going to be a 2nd place finish here in our first ever Last Question Mark Challenge, but we definitely showed that it is possible to overtake at this track here on the F1 22 game. Yes, I have a quicker car than most of the people at the start, but it is possible. You saw a 3-wide overtake, but still just pushing. You see, we got the fastest lap in the end of it. So it is going to be P2 in the first ever Last Question Mark Challenge.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
So, thank you for watching this first, me try this out. It's definitely a fun thing to do here. Tune in for the next video, which will probably be my team around Canada, depending on what I end up recording.
What do you think?
So, goodbye.